We are Siights, and this is our new single, Nobody Like You.
3, 4.
When I'm with you, we get lost, make our own time. Taking me places I never thought I'd like. But when I'm with you, I see it all through new eyes. Never change, just be you, 'cause you're one of a kind. We can let go all of our plans. Pull me close to your body. We'll stay young if my hand's in your hand. I wanna feel you next to me, 'cause there's nobody like you. Ah, yeah. Nobody like you. Ah, yeah. I remember when we just stay up all night. Ah, yeah. Playing me songs that you thought that I might like. Laying on the beach, we stay up till the sunrise. Holding me tight, we know things will be alright. We can let go all of our plans. Pull me close to your body. We'll stay young if my hand's in your hand. I wanna feel you next to me, 'cause there's nobody like you. Ah, yeah. Nobody like you. 'Cause there's nobody like you. Nobody. Nobody. Nobody like you. Nobody. Nobody. We got now, I gotta let you know. And I know what we got now, so never let me go. And I know what we got now, I gotta let you know. And I know what we got now, so never let me go. And I know what we got now. And I know what we got now. 'Cause there's nobody like you. Ah, yeah. Nobody like you. Oh, nobody. 'Cause there's nobody like you. Nobody. Nobody. There's nobody like you. Nobody. Nobody. 'Cause there's nobody like you. Oh, nobody. Nobody like you, oh, nobody. There's nobody like you.
I'm absolutely delighted to be joined in studio by the lovely ladies from Siights. Thank you so much for popping in to see us.
Thanks so much for having us here. Yeah.
All of the excitement. But ladies, thank you so much. We're after hearing a lovely acoustic version of your single, which is absolutely amazing. And if anybody is just tuned in now and they're like, who are these girls and who are Siights? So I suppose, can you give us a bit of a background as to where you guys met and how long you're together and all that kind of stuff?
Sure thing. Yeah, so I'm Mia and I'm from Dublin. Toni is here as well. She's from Glasgow.
Hello.
The other half of Siights.
That's that Scottish accent you can hear.
So we actually met. I was on tour with an artist called Hosier for about 2 years, and we spent a lot of time in America on tour. I was out in LA. We had about 3 days off, and I was doing some songwriting, and I was introduced to Toni, who was also out there doing some songwriting at the time. And we kind of went into the studio together, started writing, and initially for other artists, but we started to really like the kind of sound we were creating, and we were like,
maybe we should do a thing, like maybe we should like start a band.
Yeah.
And that's the story, and we did. We were like, okay. But Mia was still on tour, of course, which was the annoying thing. I was like, okay, well we'll start a band, you know. And then we did. We waited for her to come off tour, and I didn't even let you have a week off, did I?
I know. I was like 1 week at home, do some washing, and then we went straight back out and into the studio.
Yeah.
Wow.
We spent about 2 months out there, just I guess creating what
kind of a
Siights
body
is,
of work, and writing a load of songs, which was great. It was just nice to kind of get the creative juices flowing and just write everything that was kind of coming to us at the time, because then you can kind of sit back and then kind of go, yes, that song, no, that's not for us, you know.
Yeah. So that was kind of how Siights came to be.
Yeah.
It's a bit random, a Scottish girl and an Irish girl meet in LA.
I know. And then we came back to Dublin, and I have like a small kind of studio here, so we did the rest of our tracks from there. So we're pretty self-contained, which is great.
Wow. And had both of you guys been in bands before? I know you said you were on tour with Hosier, but like has music been your lives for, say, since you were born, really?
Yeah, for me, and I know it's the same for you. I think, Mia, you started playing piano when you were like 4 or something, like when she was like a tot. And for me, similar vibe, like songwriting and performance has always been something I've done since I was really young. But Mia, you kind of do production as well. Mia actually produces the music that we make, so she actually plays instruments, sings, writes and produces, which is like one more than me, I'll tell you.
It's music is kind of, I guess I kind of started my first instrument learning from my dad. My dad's an amazing pianist, so he started kind of teaching me piano when I was like 3, I think it was, and then kind of just like picked up every instrument I could get my hands on. So definitely music has always kind of been a major part in my life. And I know Toni as well, like she actually kind of was putting up videos of herself online, and she had a couple of videos like go viral, like crazy viral overnight, like insane. So so for both of us, it's just been like a major part of our lives.
Yeah, it's mad. It's definitely been a bit of a journey. Like that whole viral thing in itself was just when videos had started to go viral, so it was a new thing for everyone, and it totally changed the course that my career was on. If I'm honest, it's pretty powerful stuff, the internet.
That's what I was just about to ask you. Like, you know, like we get a lot of bands in, and you know, kind of the reverse of you guys, as in, you know, you seem to have started in like the mecca of where everything happens in LA, but like for other Irish bands, you know, they might be just jamming in their shed or that kind of stuff, and like it's just amazing now that you can record something, you can put it online, and then literally overnight, you know, people get to hear your stuff, and you know, there's a different audience out there. And I suppose what I was going to say was, you know, has your online presence been really important in your journey so far?
100%. Yeah, I know that Mia's obviously been involved in multiple projects and producing artists from all around the world, which I imagine maybe wouldn't have happened if you didn't have like a presence online.
Definitely. It's great. Like it's just great for kind of as well, like meeting people and people being able to get in touch with you that you wouldn't, you know, normally be able to kind of, you know, reach out to you know, hear from or connect with so easily. You know,
I love it. I think that it's been given everyone the opportunity to do what you used to need a major label to do. So you can like. You it's a business now. Like you need your social media as much as you need your music, you know. But I see the power in it if you use it properly. I love that. I think it's awesome. Plus fans are able to like reach out and personally like maybe get a response from you. Or like I know even I follow all my favourite musicians online. I really feel like you get to see a different side to their personality as well, which is awesome.
It's amazing because, you know, when you do put a video out there, you put something up online, there's always that kind of period of like, it's out there now, you know. So it's amazing that, you know, fans and people can you know, message you straight away. You know, they can let you know what they think, and we love having messages from people. We try and get back to everybody that messages us. So it's amazing.
Mad. Yeah, we just put one out. Like, when did we put that out? Thursday.
Yeah, we put out a new live video this past Thursday.
It's like 50k already. Like interaction is huge. For Siights has been quite overwhelming because obviously as independents we always had our own thing going on, but when we came together as Siights, that became both of our main focus. And we were like, this is our thing, you know, we're going to put our whole passion into this, and like to see people like get behind it so quickly is like actually so overwhelming in a way, because the internet allows them to do that, like really support you. So it really helps, doesn't it?
Yes, but the thing is as well, like, you know, when we form Siights, like the thing is it's so close to both of us, because like we're writing everything, we're producing everything. It's literally like as we've made it, the two of us ourselves, you know. So it's it's amazing. It's amazing to get the reaction back from fans.
for sure agree with what you're saying there. But like you said, we met in like the mecca of where it all begins. Like it's LA. Everyone's out there doing songwriting, aren't they? I mean, we met a ton of people when we met each other. But our stories from before that has been like years and years of building towards that moment. I think, which made us click so much as well, because we had so much previous experience of, you know, different things to be able to go, oh no, this is definitely what we want to do. Like, it made sense, and we wanted to write about the same things as well, which just makes it easier.
I can imagine as well, like trying to get to that stage where you're like, okay, am I really going to go to LA? And then you know, you go for say different reasons, but then at the end of it you come back with this like, amazing project.
Amazing. It was so scary, but it was the best. Like I felt, I'm sure you did. Well, you were very busy at the time, to be fair to you. The Hosier tour was pretty hectic for you, but the prospects of, you know, getting to be creative, I think for you was probably the most exciting thing.
Definitely. It's always nice, especially if you've been kind of in, you know, playing a series of live shows. You know, it's so nice to kind of get the creative juices flowing.
I can imagine,
and start writing and
I used to have
kind
to
of being
race
in the
Mia
studio.
to write the songs. Didn't I? Like, she was like, I would be like, we're going to write a song about this today, and I'd come like back from the toilet and Mia had written the song already. I'd be like, okay, this is good. This is not fair.
But the great thing is, like, when we are writing, as Toni was saying, we have a lot of fun when we're writing together, and we actually collaborate really well. You know, if there's a section that I'm kind of like, you know, racking my brains for something in lyrically or something, you know, Toni will kind of step in, because we're definitely very much on the same wavelength, which I think really helps.
Yeah,
you know?
Of course.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely, I think it was a no-brainer. We were like, as soon as we knew like there was an opportunity to move forward doing a project, it was like a no-brainer, really, wasn't it?
Definitely.
And how does, like, I'm totally being a nerd here now, but like, how does the whole process kind of work when you're over in LA and you're writing? Like, do you like, how am I even trying to say? Like, do you get employed by somebody to go over and write songs for them, or are you independently out there and then kind of writing music and hoping that somebody picks it up?
It's a good question. I think there's a lot of people doing both, really, isn't there?
Yeah, I think there's a huge mix out in LA, certainly from the people that I've met, you know, because I think it's a real hub of you know, different kind of talented people.
Yeah.
So they're kind of collaborating. I think sometimes, you know, kind of just go into a studio together and see what happens, see what you come out with. Other times, you know, I guess songwriters can sometimes go in with a brief, or they're writing for something kind of specific.
Yeah. There's camps as well. They sometimes do camps for maybe like the Rihanna camp, for example, where 20 people will go into a house for 3 days and they'll all be writing with briefs for Rihanna, and at the end she'll choose which song. So that happens a lot as well. But I think you'd probably need to be have quite good credits to be invited to one of those. I know that Sia, for example, and stuff like that, they go to them more, more kind of big songwriters. I have been out for both. I've done both. I've been like brought out privately and just gone out on my own. Both are good for different reasons, really.
Yeah, definitely. And sometimes, you know, some of those sessions are great, and then sometimes it's just so nice to kind of, you know, if you've other musical kind of people out there that you've been chatting to for a while about maybe collaborating with, and it's just so nice to go into the studio with different people sometimes and collaborate and just see what comes out, you know.
I've never worked with anyone that I've been able to create with like when I met Mia, though, like, to be honest, because people, obviously everyone's creative in their own way, and sometimes it can be like a bit overwhelming or something, but when we met, we were in very similar wavelengths, so we actually wrote like 13 songs or something that we had like a ton of songs.
Definitely, because I think writers can kind of come together, and if they're both very much like doing the same thing, sometimes you know, it depends if they're on the same wavelength, you know, if people are both writing melody or, you know, whatever it is. So it just kind of depends on the match and the combination of writers, what actually comes out, and that everybody feels that they have their space to be creative, you know, when they're writing. So that we certainly feel that with us anyway, which is great. Yeah,
I've got some friends out there, they actually live out there full time now. So I know you have, but some of my friends have been sort of doing the songwriting thing for a while, and only, you know, sometimes it can take a few years to get a big credit. Sometimes you can just have the right song at the right time with the right people, and, you know, you get the big credit. So it's, the songwriting game's a bit of a funny one, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because the reason I ask is that like a lot of bands would listen into the show, and I suppose like with the Irish kind of music community, you know, like everybody seems to help everybody out, but as well as that, there doesn't seem to be a whole load of information around as to, you know, how people get on through their journey, you know. And I think you guys are you're pretty unique because you've come back to Ireland, having met over in LA, and it's just really interesting to kind of hear how it happens out there and that kind of stuff as well. But as well as that, I suppose since both of you have been working in the music industry for such a long time, I know your project Siights is pretty new, but as well as that, for any other bands that are kind of thinking of starting something, or you know, they've got an idea and they've got some songs, have you got any advice that you give them, maybe kind of starting off, or any good hints or tips that you've come across over the last couple of months or years?
Definitely. I mean, the thing is, I think just start writing, you know, if you're feeling like that you know, have this kind of urge to be creative in some way, you know, just start and like when it comes to kind of performing or singing or whatever it is, you know, recording yourself, just getting like you know, recording devices can be like so accessible these days, you know. Find a way of just kind of recording yourself and listening back and kind of and then always, like, if it's when it comes to songs and ideas, I think, you know, playing it for people,
other people,
you know, letting other people hear it and kind of, you know, giving their kind of perspectives on it.
As scary as it can be, it definitely is worth kind of putting yourself out there, which is kind of terrifying at first if you're new to it. But it's very rewarding. So that from a musical perspective, I would say that from a business perspective, in terms of like what do I do? Like, how do I start? Set yourself up some social media and just start telling all your friends and family what you're doing.
The internet is just massive. Like, it's such a massive outlet. Like, people can just put up a track and it can get, you know, it can get to so many people if people like it or people are sharing it. It's like the most amazing way of doing it, which just wasn't an option, you know, in the past.
You're so right. The most advice, I think the best advice I've ever been given or could give would be like, always believe in yourself. Like, you have to, and never wait for someone else to do something for you. Like, you have to do it. If you want to do it, you have to. It must be your main focus, and you must be willing to sacrifice other things to do that. So that would be, and I know those sound quite vague and kind of like, but like, it's so real. Like, when it comes down to it,
it definitely becomes real.
It's real. Yeah. Like, if you're going to pursue a career in music or the arts, you have to be dedicated to it.
I think it's the same for anybody who's trying to kind of do something that they love, do you know what I mean, that they're really passionate about, and make that their kind of career, I guess, you know. I think it kind of follows, you know, that kind of, you know, self-belief and just keeping going at it, you know, is so important.
Totally, because I mean, it's not easy, especially with it being a hobby. There's a lot of emotion like invested in it, and you know, especially if anyone's creative enough to be in music, you'll feel the highs and lows at times, but just have that belief, and definitely never wait for someone else to do something for you. That's a big one, because nowadays you can do everything yourself. We do absolutely everything. We don't even have a manager. We do everything on our own, and we've learned so much since starting Siights, haven't we?
Definitely. I mean,
every day you learn something new.
Definitely. Yeah.
Because it has to be quite difficult as well, you know, when something is so close to your heart, like allowing people in as well. Because I'd imagine, you know, say if you were contacted by a record label, I'd imagine it'd be quite tough to decide, you know, whether to go with it or not, because obviously you don't want to lose creative control either. You know, you've got a vision, and both of you seem to be on the same page, you know, which is quite good. But like having somebody come in then as well, and you know, try to take over your creative control as well would be quite difficult, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing with kind of having anybody else come on board for any artist is it just needs to, it's people at the end of the day, you know, so it just needs to be kind of, you need to have a good relationship with whoever it is, whether it's, you know, your label or your manager. Sure. And I think you just know, you know, if you have a good relationship, it just feels right, and you know, you can kind of take it from there, you know. But definitely, and I think that's so important. That's why that's so important, you know, so that they understand what you're doing, and like you're on the same page with everything. Really,
I was going to say that they just want to help you like develop your vision, and that can be rare to find, but obviously that's the main thing. Definitely.
Brilliant. So what is Siights going to be getting up to for the next couple of months? Where can we see you, and what can we hear from you, I suppose?
Yes, a good question. We've been so busy recently, haven't we?
Yeah, we're kind of doing we're just kind of doing some promo for this single, Nobody Like You. at the moment. So we're kind of traveling around doing some kind of acoustic sessions, doing some full band stuff. We've been in rehearsals with our full band, which has been going amazing. So we're super, super excited to get out there and play some shows for everyone. So keep an eye on our socials, and we'll be announcing some dates and stuff very soon.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Lots of exciting stuff on the way.
Yeah. Any venues that you're really, really excited to play?
Oh wow, there's so
really
many.
I was going to
That's
say
a difficult one.
I know. Trying to think, where would...
I mean, there's some festivals, some amazing festivals as well, like all over the world. And like, I feel really blessed in one way just to have kind of actually experienced a lot of really cool venues.
Of course,
like, on tour, like even stuff in America like Red Rocks, which is
That's on my list.
absolutely
Just
wow.
unbelievable, you know.
It looks amazing.
But even stuff like, you know, like I love the Olympia here, you know. I just think
It's such a nice
beautiful.
venue.
And,
So nice.
you know,
They're so enjoyable as well. The sound is really good in there.
yeah. I mean, there's so many places in Ireland as well. Like, I mean, I love playing at home.
Yeah.
I just, you know, that's me.
You can't
so.
beat a home crowd, that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing, like, you know, when you're playing venues, like, really, it's the crowd that makes the show, you know. And their kind of interaction and you know, if they're loving the songs, you know, that's all
the
you
big
need,
thing.
you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Brilliant. Well, we cannot wait until you guys hit the road on a tour, and no doubt we will definitely be checking you out. But as well as that, any kind of upcoming, are you doing any festivals or anything this kind of festival season? I know it's nearly finished.
I know it's crazy. It's actually almost finished. We may be announcing some festivals towards the end of the year. Not in the festival season, just because we've just put this single out now. But no, we can't wait.
Brilliant.
We can't wait.
Brilliant.
Keep an eye on the social channels for that.
That's what I was just about to say, because I was only saying to you guys off air as well that, like, you know, your social media is really powerful and it's really interactive, and of course people can check you out, and I think you do like weekly videos and that kind of stuff
We
as
tend
well.
to, yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty on it a lot.
Yeah,
so you'll see our faces a lot.
Good.
I know.
Definitely.
So yeah, we sometimes do live sessions and stuff on there as well.
Yeah, we'll often do kind of little live jam and stuff, and chat to people as well. You know, Facebook Lives are amazing for that.
Exactly.
You know. So yeah, we'll definitely
Brilliant.
be doing a bit of that
If you
over the
fancy
next
hearing
while.
any more chat from us.
Of course. Listen, Siights, thank you so much for
you.
popping in.
Thanks
And
so much for having us.
you know where we live now, so you're more than welcome to pop back in anytime
Amazing.
you're releasing
I know.
anything new. And we wish you all the best for the next couple of months.
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Thanks so much.
Again. Have
Thank
a
you.
lovely day.
Hey, we're Siights, and this is an acoustic version of our track Lights Out, exclusively for iRadio.
I gave you everything, I let you in to see every piece of me, my deepest insecurities. And it was so right for the first while. I never could have seen you turn and try and walk on me. So I'm taking them back, I'm taking them back. All the pieces that I gave of me, I'm taking them back, I'm taking them back now. You didn't deserve these parts of my heart, or those times I pulled my heart out. Felt every piece of me was burned out, and you just left me with the lights out. So I'm taking them back, I'm taking them back. All the pieces that I gave of me, I'm taking them back, I'm taking them back now.
To break away from what was you and me, every memory that haunted me so powerfully. And it was so right for the first while. I never could have seen you turn and try and walk on me.
So I'm taking them back, I'm taking them back. All the pieces that I gave of me, I'm taking them back, I'm taking them back now. You didn't deserve these parts of my heart, All the time I put my heart out, felt every piece of me was burned out, and you just left me with the lights out. You didn't deserve these parts of my heart. All the time I put my heart out, felt every piece of me was burned out, and you just left me with the lights out. We are Siights, and this is our new single, Nobody Like You.
3, 4.
When I'm with you, we get lost, make our own time, taking me places I never thought I'd like.